Hello, this is Photography Gamer, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing 7 Days to Die on Steam. This review is based on version 20.2 and 20.3. 7 Days to Die is an early access zombie survival game developed by the Fun Pimps. The game entered early access in 2013 and as of this review being recorded it is at version 20.3. So what is the game like to play? Well, the game starts with a character creation system and, it's not the best character creator I've ever seen, but there's enough freedom there to create a unique looking character. Thankfully, after that, you've got a nice little tutorial that's been cleaned up since I previously played it on the consoles. It's a lot clearer, gives you some tips, pointers, just so you understand the basics, so it's quite a nice little opening. Now, when you start out, you don't have much in your inventory, maybe a tin of food, some drinking water, and a torch perhaps. So the majority of 7 days involves you exploring the landscape and scavenging whatever you can find. Thankfully, everything you can see in the game world can be deconstructed, assuming you've got the right tools, whether that be an axe, pick, or even a pneumatic drill. As you gather up said resources, you can use them to craft all manner of items, a list of which will be expanded as your knowledge grows. Tools, weapons, clothing, health items, and most importantly, building materials. Building forms a major part of 7 days, as you need to defend yourself against the 7-day horde. Now, the new building menu is both good and bad. I played this previously, as I said, on the PS4 a couple of years ago. The system was okay, but you got used to it. This new one, it's okay. I mean, it's comprehensive for sure. It's a lot more comprehensive. I would say it's a little bit too complicated at first, and it's not the most user-friendly system compared to the old one, but I think over time you will get to grips with it. Now, all this building, what's the point? Does it have a purpose? Yes, because there is a 7-day horde that will attack your base on the 7-day cycle being complete, and the zombies, I would say the improvement on this version to the one I played before is like chalk and cheese. Unbelievable. So much better detail, character models are better. Yes, they're a bit overused, it looks like Attack of the Clones at times, but still so much better visually in terms of what the zombies actually look like. And it's this loop that keeps you coming back, build a base, defend it against zombies, repeat, 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 session after session, you scavenge, you craft, you build, you defend, then you rebuild, and then you do the same cycle over and over. And it just sucks you in because the environment is so the environment is malleable, you can change everything, you can break it down, you can craft it into something else. It really gives you a sense of creative freedom. In terms of combat, I would say it's still not exactly like a fluid combat experience, but it is a bit better than it was. I'd say the weapon variety is better, the weapons look better, they feel better, but I'd say the combat still needs a bit of work. You've also got more vehicle options now, and that's not something you're going to get early on. That comes later on in the game. And it just kind of adds something nice to it. And I just say overall, it's a lot more comprehensive now compared to when I played it 2 years ago. I played it on the PS4. Most of it was a bit of a shit show in terms of its graphics, its everything, all the elements, because it was an outdated model that never got updated. But it was still, the core gameplay was very playable, and the core gameplay hasn't really changed too much. That's still very playable. It just looks nicer, better presentation, etc. Finally, on the game world, the new interiors of the buildings are the most noticeable improvement for me. With each structure feeling really realistic, detailed, lived in. The maps, there's a standard preset map, or you can do random gen. The random gen one's pretty good. Maybe has a bit of problems loading in sometimes. You've also got solo or online play, depending on what you want to do. Solo's good, or playing with friends I would say is recommended. Playing online with randoms, toss a coin, you don't know what you're going to get. Visually, the graphics look pretty good on the high setting, with the structures in particular, as I said, being very impressive. The zombies, nice detail. The visual interface is also worth pointing out. It's excellent. Very bold, clean, good fonts, good backgrounds, easy to read, very well presented. And it's, a lot of PC developers could learn from this game how to actually make a menu that you can fucking read. Sound wise, it's okay. I wouldn't, say it's great. Zombie effects, music, ambient effects, fine. They do the job. You're not going to say, wow, have you heard the audio in 7 days? And people go, what are you talking about? Okay, what's good, what's bad? Good points. The gameplay loop is incredibly addictive, as is the building system. The interiors are well crafted and the game world is rich with detail. Visually, it's a great improvement on the versions I've seen before, and the user interface and menus are so clean, clear and readable. It just makes the admin side of it so much more satisfying. Bad points, combat wise it still feels a bit wooden, the new building menu can be cumbersome, performance wise there are still issues in built up areas, and it is quite a huge drain on your time, so it's not a game for people who've only got like a short session. This is one for the long haul. So, what's the verdict? 7 Days to Die is a very addictive survival experience that will suck you in once you get to grips with the core gameplay features. You'll be scavenging for days, fighting off waves of flesh-eating zombies, all while trying to break down resources in your base to maximise your loadout and defences. The loop is simple, but once you've sold on the idea, you will absolutely lose yourself in the dangerous and fully destructible world. If you played it on console, the fundamentals remain, but so many other things have been tweaked, improved and adjusted to make for a better all-round experience. So in summary, it's in my top 2 survival games of all time. Yes, it still has issues and really should have been finished by now, but this PC version is a massive improvement on the console ones I've played before. It's a must for survival game fans, and one that if you give it time, you will be rewarded with a creative and in-depth experience. So my score for 7 Days to Die is 8.5 out of 10. Okay, that was the review. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Thank you.